Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. And this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds. Because what you're about to see is not just ordinary K-pop content, not just a visual comeback, but something that quietly shakes the way the world sees Kim Taehyung. Those 3 seconds are not just an opening, they are a psychological impact. The moment when an idol transforms into something darker, bolder, and perhaps no longer something we can control as fans. April 2026 is not just an ordinary month. This is the moment when the world seems to shrink before one name, Kim Taehyung. The 2.0 and Swim visual is not just a release. This is a statement of identity that instantly splits global opinion. From the cold gaze in the second to the brutal transformation in the third second, everything feels like a hidden message. The old Taehyung might no longer exist. And the question is, why now? What is he really trying to show the world? In this video, we will break everything down without filters. Starting from the most controversial visual change, the mustache and beard are no longer just a style, but a symbol of evolution. We will also discuss how the dark cinematic concept, inspired by vibes like Oldboy, begins to appear clearly in every frame. Not only that, we will uncover the meaning behind a viral modern gangster persona, as well as a shocking fact about the mysterious rooftop moment with 2 men whose identities have still not been officially revealed by big hit music. And most importantly, we will discuss why the world's reaction is divided, why some ARMY are mesmerized, while others feel like they've lost the Taehyung they once knew. Is this truly the evolution of a world-class artist? Or is this a signal that something much bigger is being prepared quietly? So make sure you watch until the end, because every detail in this video is not a coincidence. Write your opinions in the comments. Do you see this as a masterpiece or something concerning? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and share this video, so the world continues to see the good side and the true strength of Kim Taehyung that not everyone understands. April 2026. The world seems to shrink before Kim Taehyung, but rather a kind of psychological collision that instantly forces anyone watching to stay still and pay attention. In the first second, the screen looks normal, calm, almost deceptive. In the second, a gaze appears that cannot be explained in simple words. Cold, measured, and as if judging back whoever is watching. And in the third second, everything changes. The world that once knew Kim Taehyung as warm, mysterious, and gentle seems to collapse, replaced by a new figure far more dangerous in an unexpected way. This is not just a change of style. This is a statement of identity that directly strikes global perception. There are rare moments in pop culture when one individual doesn't just appear, but truly takes over space, emotion, and the direction of global conversation. April 2026 becomes one of those moments. In the visual release 2.0 and Swim, Kim Taehyung does not simply return as a K-pop idol. He appears as a more complex artistic entity, dark, bold, and consciously challenging the public expectations that have shaped his image. There is no soft transition, no warning. The transformation comes like a deliberate shock, as if he wants to ensure one thing: the world will never see him the same way again. The most striking change can be seen in details that were once considered small: the thin mustache and beard. What used to be just a visual experiment has now become a symbol of a much deeper transformation. This is not just masculine aesthetics. This is a shift of identity. The public is given no time to accept it gradually. They are forced to immediately face a new version of Taehyung who is more mature, wilder, and visually radiates an almost provocative charm. His gaze is no longer just inviting charisma. It is a form of intentional control. His gestures are no longer spontaneous. Everything feels calculated, like an actor who fully understands the power of every small movement. In every frame, the cinematic nuance feels incredibly strong. The visuals evoke the atmosphere of modern film noir, dark, elegant, and full of emotional tension. Even details like the lollipop placed on his lips become a symbol that cannot be ignored. In someone else's hands, it might just be an ordinary prop, but here, it transforms into a sharp visual contrast, a blend of retro mischief and contemporary cold aesthetics. This is a visual language that is not only meant to be seen, but also felt. In the approximately 3-minute video, Taehyung does not simply appear in various styles. He truly plays multiple personas with the precision of a world-class actor. In one scene, he appears as a man in a suit with a cold aura reminiscent of characters in psychological films like Oldboy, calm on the surface, but holding deep emotional complexity. In the next scene, he transforms into a flamboyant figure with a striking red flower on his chest, radiating bold and almost aggressive charisma. Then, in a more casual look, he wears a red jacket with a bandana, creating a modern gangster image that feels natural, not forced. This ability to shift identities shows one undeniable thing. He is no longer playing at the level of a typical idol, but in the realm of broader performative art. What makes this phenomenon even more powerful is how the energy he radiates spreads emotionally. The audience does not just watch. They become involved unconsciously. Many admit they cannot look away, even when they feel uncomfortable with the aura presented. This is a psychological power rarely possessed by public figures. He does not try to be liked in a conventional way. Instead, he operates in a realm of ambiguity, making viewers question, feel unsettled, yet unable to stop watching. This is not just physical attraction. This is artistic magnetism working on a deeper level. However, within that dark persona, another side emerges that strengthens his complexity. A circulating video shows Taehyung in a rooftop setting with 2 other men. There is no dramatic lighting or heavy concept, just a relaxed moment, light conversation, and expressions showing closeness. Based on various fan community analyses and visual observations from March to April 2026, the 2 men are likely international collaborators on the project, although there's been no official confirmation from Big Hit Music. This contrast between on-screen persona and reality becomes an element that strengthens the larger narrative he is building. He can be an untouchable dark figure on screen, yet remain warm and human in real life. The style referred to as TikTok Gangster that appears in the visuals is also not merely following digital trends. This is part of a broader artistic strategy, combining elements of global pop culture with a constantly evolving personal identity. Even rumors about the concept BTS 2.0 x Oldboy have begun circulating widely in international communities. Although there is no official confirmation, the visual direction clearly leans toward a more brutal, emotional, and symbolic aesthetic. This is no longer just entertainment. This is a form of artistic expression pushing boundaries. Public reaction is sharply divided. Some consider this a genius move, the evolution of an artist daring to step out of his comfort zone. Others feel the change is too extreme, even disturbing the image they once knew. And this is exactly where its success lies. Truly powerful art is never made to please everyone. It is made to provoke reactions, to shake, and to force people to rethink. What Kim Taehyung is doing is not a random change. This is a carefully planned evolution. Every detail, from visuals, expressions, to narrative approach, feels like part of a larger puzzle he is constructing. He is no longer following industry expectations. He is creating new expectations himself. Burial Beauty brand new, you know how we do. That line is no longer just lyrics. It becomes a living manifesto. And in April 2026, Taehyung doesn't just say it. He proves in a way that makes the world stop, observe, and question who he really is. And now, that question shifts to us. Is this truly the evolution of an artist reaching his peak, or the beginning of something bigger, darker, and not yet fully understood? Because if those first 3 seconds alone can shake global perception, then what comes next may not just be a surprise, but a transformation that can no longer be ignored. And at this point, we are no longer just watching. We are witnessing a historical transformation of Kim Taehyung, who may never return to who he once was. Thank you for watching until the end. If you feel this content opens a new perspective, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. If you don't like it, feel free to skip, because Taehyung Lovers channel never forces, but always presents facts that make the world rethink. Now, we want to hear from you. Is this Taehyung's greatest evolution, or the beginning of something darker and more shocking? Write your thoughts in the comments, because your voice is part of the story. And remember, what we discussed today might only be the beginning. This transformation is not finished. Stay tuned for the latest updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep watching every detail about Kim Taehyung, because one small step from him can shake the world. Thank you and see you next time. Stay safe and get ready, because this story is not over.